Imagine that every single time the weather changes, even just a tiny bit, in the Midwest that's nearly every day, that your child's sinuses and nasal passages, they get jammed up and they are instantly congested. Now, imagine that every single time they're around another child who's even slightly teething, battling a cold, or has some seasonal allergies, they get instant nasal congestion as well. Well, for many families, this isn't an imaginary story, it's real life. When you consider how many things can trigger a stuffy nose, then combine it with the factors that first cause and create these problems, you'll see why the action steps and natural solutions that we talk through are so desirable and in high demand for countless families. This video today, it's for parents, especially those stuck in the cycle of immune challenges, questioning where is it coming from, and trying everything to get the congestion out. We want to help parents better understand the causes of nasal congestion and then help find the right care options. So while seasonal allergies and other illnesses are common culprits, several other triggers can lead to nasal congestion, including environmental factors, medications, and hormonal changes. We will cover it all to get your family some relief and free up those sinuses without all the nasty short and long-term side effects that drugs and medications can create. So nasal congestion is often the starting point for many immune-challenged kiddos. I saw this specifically with Braxton. Whenever he first started to see us and mom reported recent congestion, her first thought was, oh no, here we go again. It's eventually going to go to the throat, go to the lungs, go to his gut, and it's going to be a 2-week process of fighting sleepless nights, missing school and work to get him and his immune system back to normal. And that is why conquering congestion matters so much. Stopping that cycle of sickness from the top, from the ears, nose, and throat, down and out. So while traditional approaches, they'll always blame the outside invaders such as pollen, cold viruses for nasal congestion, common colds, and really illnesses of any kind, we take a different approach and we look at things from the inside out instead. In nearly every single child or adult struggling with nasal congestion in our practice over the past many years, we have found the same culprit again and again. It's called subluxation. So while nasal congestion, allergies, and the common cold are terms that every household is familiar with, it's likely that subluxation is a new term for you. Simply put, subluxation means stress, tension, and congestion. Subluxation is present when there are these 3 elements at play. First, it's misalignment of joints and structures within the spine or even in the cranial bones, the facial or the nasal bones included. Second, reduced range of motion or mobility of those joints, of those muscles, or even the tissues. And third, neurological interference and imbalance. This is what we call dysautonomia in our practice. Each of those 3 factors, in turn, they contribute greatly to nasal congestion, chest congestion, or other similar health challenges due to these 3 issues that arise from subluxation. First issue, the misalignments, they will literally close off or limit the available space for mucus and fluid to move through and to drain down and out of the body properly. Second, that reduced range of motion and fixation prevents that mucus and lymph fluid from being moved along and massaged through the system appropriately. And third, the neurological imbalance and dysautonomia, it creates more neuromuscular constriction within the body and tension, and it leaves it in more of a sympathetic dominant or pro-inflammatory state. And that in itself increases mucus production and weakens the immune response. So if you or your child, you've been experiencing nasal congestion, it's likely you've already exhausted the at-home and medical treatment options for it. We're talking things like a neti pot, nasal aspirator, nose Frida. They all provide some temporary and some mild relief, but they do nothing to get to the root cause. From there, medications like decongestants, antihistamines, and corticosteroids that are either over-the-counter or prescribed by the pediatrician, they also do nothing to address the root cause. And they come with plenty of side effects. We're talking weakening and further imbalancing of the immune system when they're used frequently over time. And that is why today millions of parents are turning to neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments to help address the root cause and subluxation head on, to stimulate and improve sinus, throat, and that chest congestion naturally. Not only do our adjustments help drain the sinuses and reduce congestion in the short term, but they actually look to build up and strengthen that immune system over time, leading to a stronger and more robust immune system for the child down the road. So if this is you, we would love to help stop this cycle. And similar to Braxton's congestion being the start of more immune struggles, conquering this first step and addressing the cause can stop the cycle of sickness from ever starting. First, please ask us any questions you may have or leave a comment below. Second, please share with other parents, family members, Facebook groups who might need this. You've got this. We've got you.